Come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to come bread with me? Let's break bread. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me. Let's break bread. Now bye. Hey, it's your host, your girl Eva K, and I am here with Armony Harris.
You did. What's happening?
He got me way out in Oakridge, y'all. I ain't never been to Oakridge before. So look, we're going to get out our little shout outs, say our grace, and then we're going to get it in because we got a lot to talk about. So my shirt comes from Reagan Adams, putting me first. They just got back from Jamaica. Thank you for the merch.
You did.
You sponsored our food.
Yes.
So we got some hibachi.
Yeah.
Got the shrimp, the steak, rice, all the good stuff. So let's buy. You got any shout outs? I like to do the shout outs in the beginning.
Man, I don't give a shout out to my brother. Long live showing up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This wouldn't be possible without him pushing me to get it. Shout out to Big Brother.
Definitely. Shout out to showing up. And to your mama.
Yeah,
you
mama.
Say,
I love
hey,
you, mama. I love you, mama.
So let's say our grace so we can get it in.
Yeah.
Now we thank you. Now we thank you for our food. For our food. Father God, we thank you. Father God, we thank you. Amen. Amen. Okay.
Like that. You did?
Yes. What's going on, Mr. Harris?
Man, just trying to make it.
You're doing a great job. Thank you for letting me in your shop. It's beautiful. Right here in Oakridge, all in Apparel. Y'all got to come check him out. So let's talk.
Talk to me.
Where you from?
I'm from Oakridge, Tennessee. I was raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
ATL, shouted. Yeah, man.
How was your childhood growing up, Army?
It was rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was rough. I made a lot of wrong decisions, but you know, God is good.
Mm-hmm. Now, your name. Where does your name come from? Because it's very unique.
Thank you to my auntie Betty. Betty Stewart.
I like Harmony.
Yes.
Harmony.
Yeah. You can say harmony, just leave the H out. Harmony.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Atlanta.
Yes. My mama said I didn't see. Well, I ain't touched the city streets of Oakridge because when she had me in Oakridge, and as soon as she had me, went straight to Atlanta. So all I knew was ATL.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved back here in '92 with my brother and his daddy, Willie T. Long live Willie T, man. Y'all know who it is, Willie T. Booker. He moved me down here, and I've been here ever since.
Okay. So look, you said you grew up rough, right?
Yeah.
How did you get to, like, where did your creativity come from? Because we're sitting in these are all your clothing lines, right?
Yes.
But you got more.
Yeah, I got more.
So we got 8 Vision.
Yes.
Showing up, RP.
Yeah.
We got Gamma Valley Baby.
Yes.
Rare Breed.
Yes. Ties.
And Ties.
Paperwork clean.
Paperwork Clean.
One of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I got plenty more.
Plenty more.
Trust me.
So are you thinking of all these designs? Like, is this all you?
Yes.
Where is that creativity coming from?
Man, it's a vision that come to me. That's why I just can't concentrate on one thing because so much just come to me and I put it down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it just, sometimes I have a dream about something or a lot of it's experience what I've been through in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put it down.
So who taught you how to do this? Because you're doing next level stuff. You're not just printing, screen printing. You actually doing embroidery. You doing sublimation. You doing all this different stuff.
To be honest, YouTube.
YouTube University.
Yes, YouTube. Then I had help from Tracy. This woman from out here named Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was doing it before I met her, but I reached out and she said the preacher told her instead of talking about people on the streets, find someone that you can help instead of talk about them. See, I already had this business going, but she knew a lot more than I knew, and she came up here and blessed me with some more knowledge, and I just been taking off from there.
So is this your full-time job, or do you work somewhere else?
No, I work at Eagle Bend. Eagle Bend my full-time job, and I've been building this for this October 2 years. That I've been building this business for myself with my brother. Long live showing up, man. He pushed me into doing something for the family. I mean, it's hard to talk about, but he knew he was finna leave us. You know what I mean? And he called me down to the house one day, and he was like, "Bruh, I need you to get a business or something, bro." I'm like, "What you mean?" 'Cause I felt like I was good. 'Cause I got a good job at Eagle Bend. He was like, "Nah, bro. Man, get a business, bro." I'm like, "What you want me to do?" See, I used to sell oil and incense since I can remember coming from Atlanta. You know, that's what we do. Sell oil and incense. He was like, "Man, forget that oil and incense, bro. Let's open up a business. Do t-shirt, this, that, and that." So I said, "All right." So I opened up the building. My other building was over across the street. And I opened it up, and I started getting bigger and better. I had to get this building because I started doing different stuff like embroidery and sublimation. Then I got a whole set up of screen print. You know what I'm saying? I got large format printing back there. I can do banners, pictures. Yeah, I went all in.
You went all in. I like that. All in.
Yeah, no cap.
So now, okay, I'm trying to see where we can start at. Cause you work at Ingleville, which they hire felons, right? So did you served a little time?
Yeah. I did 13 and a half.
13 and a half years.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, in the feds. But when I got out, they was hiring felons at the time. And they gave me a chance. And I took advantage of it.
So since you've been out from doing that 13, you haven't went back?
No, ma'am.
And you've been out for 5 years?
5.5 years.
Now, it's a statistic that say once you serve that much time in prison, most people, after the 2-year mark, they go back. So what do you think for you kept you out of the system? Like you did your time?
I know I had a better purpose to being locked in a cage. You know what I mean? And before I came home, I had made my mind up, you know what I mean, that it was more to life than being in a cage. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I made the wrong decisions. I can't put it on nobody. See, back then, I just say these dudes put me in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because they told on me. But if I wasn't doing what I was doing, then they ain't had nothing to tell on. So I take the blame now. I made the wrong decisions. You know what I mean? So once I achieved that and got a new frame of mind, a renewed mind, a way of thinking, and what I want out of life, it was easy.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's dope, because that means you reached grown man status. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer blaming nobody else. I'm taking all of my stuff.
Yeah.
That's dope. So do you tutor, or mentor younger guys that, trying to keep them out the struggle, the streets or whatever?
Yes, when I first came home, I was doing it, but Eagle Bend started applying pressure, 12-hour shifts every day. They started applying pressure, man. They want 12 hours out you, sometimes out of a week. And then it was just hard for me to start doing that. And then I had started a program. I wanted to start my own called Rebuilding My Foundation. And my PO, she helped me start doing it in Knoxville at the Crisis Center. And I was talking to people. I was talking to people that was coming in, just getting out of jail. I was talking to grown-ups and kids. But then here, anybody that know me will tell you, I talk their ear out about trying to do right. Some people don't like it, but some people do. You know what I mean? It just, I know for a fact, being in the street where it's gonna get you. I've been there and done that. So if I can help somebody by telling them my story or showing them the right way, that's what I do.
So what do you tell people, as far as your story? What is it that you tell them that keep them out of trouble?
I tell them the truth, what goes on behind them walls. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it, being honest, man. I mean, it don't make you a sucker, or you ain't gotta be scared. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. It's more than life than being in a cage. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you ever been in trouble, but if you can live your life working, doing it, why can't I? If you ain't selling drugs, you ain't gang banging, you ain't out here shooting this and that, living your life, providing for your family, why can't I? And that's why I tell them, I mean, this is what I learned. This is facts too. When you dealing with right and wrong, ain't no shaded gray. You feel what I'm saying? So that mean the middle. You know what I mean? So either it's right or it's wrong. And that's what our parents been teaching our whole life. It's just we choose to go left. You know what I mean? So either you gonna do what's right or you gonna do what's wrong.
Right.
And that's how I look at it right now.
But what do you feel about like the peer pressure? Because I feel like the younger kids, they got more pressure on them than we had.
It is, but it ain't to a extent because they see what's going on. And for a fact, nobody can make you do nothing you don't want to do. So, and nobody can make you change if you don't want to change. You gotta want it. So it gotta be up to that individual. Until that person won't change, no matter what nobody say or what they see or what they go through, gonna change them.
That's the truth.
You know what I mean? And
that's the truth.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So what's next for you? Like, where you see All In going here, like, man, 3-5 years, like?
Global.
Global.
Global. For real, man, because I ain't stopping. Bruh pushed me to do this. I always been in the fashion. Like, anybody know me from when I was young to growing up, when I put on clothes, man, I bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. You know shoes, everything.
Everything. So, it's coming from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Atlanta, you've been to Atlanta, you know how Atlanta people dress.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I believe I get that from Atlanta and just, it's always been, I guess it was just embedded in me and my brother just bring it out of me. So now, I went all in on this and I got a major plug, a legit plug, and I got a real designer. I'm talking about a real graphic designer. And with me, with my mind and how I think, we unstoppable.
Do you see yourself opening up more All In Apparel?
Yes. I'm trying to get something in Atlanta right now and San Diego, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you, like you said, you're thinking way bigger in Tennessee.
Right.
So you've been in a small town, right? Because Oakridge is pretty small.
Right.
How has the support been for you? You know, have people been coming out? They want to rock your stuff. You know, what is it?
I mean, I got a lot of people that support me, but to be honest, the inner city, the hood, I mean, it's all right. You know what I mean? But see, a lot of people expect you to come home and do what you was doing before you went in. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't accept change. So, for me, I guess people don't like who I am today because they used to who I used to be. I'd be loved if I came home doing what I used to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's deep.
But just because I ain't doing what they doing or I'm working and trying to build something better for myself, people might think I boast or people might think I'm better than them, but it ain't. It just, I seen that side of life. Man, if you could do 13 and a half years straight and stand up like a man, I'm talking about 10 toes. Every compound I ever went to, I never got ran up. If you ask a person about my name on any compound I go, they're going to tell you, you're a stand-up man. I did that. I ain't tell nobody. I took my time like a man. I came home a better man. So, I mean, a person, I get more love from people from the outer city than I do from people in the hood. But I ain't tripping.
But your stuff look like it's marketed for not just the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you crossing barriers.
Right.
With your different.
That's what I'm saying. So, it don't bother.
So, let me ask you this. With you being gone for 13 years, mentally, like, what did that do? Like, what did that do for you mentally? Because 13 years, I'm pretty sure people grew up, people got married, people passed away. So, how do you keep mentally sane, you know, knowing that it's a whole bunch of stuff going on at home?
I mean, to be honest, I really didn't contact people out here in the street.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I might call somebody once, like birthdays and stuff like that. I might holler, but I used to send letters out, you know what I'm saying, pictures. I always took 1,000 pictures to send them out here, you know what I mean? But it took me, I ain't gonna lie to you, it took me about 7 years while I was locked up to really change because I was bitter. I had a lot of anger built in me because of how I got locked up. But I met this man. Shout out to Brother Wayne 23X. For about 5 years, he kept coming at me. Wanted me to come to his meeting that he had going on in there. I kept telling him I'm gonna come, but I never came. You know what I'm saying? Then one day he stopped me. Before I answered his question, he said, "Now listen, I'm gonna ask you a question." He said, "You say you're a man, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Your word is your bond, right?" I said, "Yes." He said, "So before you answer this question, remember what you just said to me." I said, "What's up, Brother Wayne?" He said, "Can I get 1 hour of your time this Friday?" I thought first. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought first. I said, "Yeah, Brother Wayne, I'll give you 1 hour of my time." He said, "Now remember you said your word is your bond." And I said, "That's something I stand on. Loyalty and my word, that's something I stand on." So from that Friday to the time I walked up out of prison, I kept going. But it was a reason why he did that. He was like, "I knew that you had a lot of power in this penitentiary." And he said, "If I got the head, the body gonna follow." So he knew if he got me to come to his program, a lot of other my homies gonna come too. And before I left, he cried. I promise, no lie. I called him outside one day when I knew they would send me up top. They would send me to New York. Not in the hole, but up top. We say up top mean New York. But sometimes when people say up top, it mean put them in a hole. You know what I'm saying? But when you in there, we say up top, we say up north. So they'll open up a new prison up north. They've been trying their best to get rid of me off this compound for years because they said I had too much power, but there was a way for them to get me out of this compound. But I'm gonna go anywhere. I'm a man. So they sent me up north to this new prison they opened up. But ain't nothing changed. I kept going, kept studying, kept bettering myself. Got my GED. I'm gonna tell you this too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see this lady, she came to me. I had like a year left before I came home. The whole time, remember I tell you to teach people, talk to people, this and that. When I was in there, once I started going to this class, I'm helping people with their GED. I'm helping people with paper. Anything they need help with, they'll come to me because I talk to them and I help them. So the counselor called me into her office one day. She said, "Mr. Harris, how has you been in here this long? Every time I see you helping somebody, and I'm looking getting your paperwork together, you ain't got your GED." I was like, I never thought about it. I'm being honest. I never thought about really going, taking a test. So she said, "Well, I'm finna go talk to these people and put you in this class." I'm thinking like, I don't need no class, just let me take it. She said, "Nah, but you gotta go get this class." I said, "All right." So they gave me 30 days in this class. And I passed my first time.
Oh, wow.
I promise, no lie, on Big Bruh. I passed my first time. She was like, "You been here this whole time, you never took it." I said, "It was something I never thought of." I'm being honest.
You sitting there putting everybody else before you and helping everybody else.
Yeah. And I promise I never thought about going to take the test myself. And I got so many certificates. I promise I can prove it to you. Screenwriting, writing books, man, I'm talking about all types of certificates. Drug certificates, where I went to drug class, where I ain't taught drug classes, where I ain't try to, in that program I was telling you about, trying to start, I started in there, rebuilding my foundation. I got program certificates for that. I mean, I was just in there just trying to keep myself going and educate myself at the same time.
So what about you writing your own book?
Right now I got about 4 or 5 books written, but I haven't had time to really, I talked to somebody since I've been home about her going through my book, making sure all the words and everything right, and then find somebody to put it in book form. You know what I'm saying?
Publish
it right, but I just really ain't had time to really sit down and really get it right how I want it. But I got about 4 or 5 books already written.
And like talking to you, like I talk to a lot of people who, you know, come out of prison. Like I told you, I got a brother doing 52 years in prison. The way you talk, you're like mentally, like you could never tell that you was in the institution. You don't talk like you're institutionalized. You know what I'm saying? Like you are so respectful, just like us walking down the street getting food. Everybody know your name and you, yes ma'am, and then like you just different. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
rare breed.
you. Where's that? Rare breed, right there.
Right there, baby. Rare breed.
Yeah.
Man.
Like you're so much different. Like, did you know you was gonna get out and just take off?
No, I was determined.
You were determined, man. What? Say it one more time.
I was determined.
Okay.
For real, cause see a lot of people, man. I know I keep saying this, but what I went through for 13 and a half years, man, I don't wish that on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about no cap, man. I see a lot of stuff go on behind them balls, man. I'm talking about I mean, it don't make you no sucker or nothing like that, but why would you not want to be free?
Mm-hmm.
See, I appreciate the little things now. You know what I mean? Like what I was doing before I went to prison, it ain't worth it. Then you see how it is right now, man. The game is over. I've been preaching this to these dudes since I've been home, that the game is over. And I learned something that I thought about myself. When you playing a video game, at some point the game is over. But you also can reset that game too. But for us to come out and reset the game that we went back in, it ain't worth it. So the game got to be over at some time. So why not, if you got a chance to come back and rebuild your life and the structure with your family and friends, with so-called friends, because that right there is up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That friendship, because
that's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. So, but I just feel like it ain't worth it. And that's just me. Other people can think how they want to think. I just feel like it ain't worth it, because if I can work just like you, come home, go to sleep, drive what you drive, and the police get behind me and not worry about it, why not want to feel like that?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the police get behind you, you scared, or you got to duck them. Nah, I ain't doing none of that no more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It feel good. This right here is priceless. The baby sit right here and talk to you and meet you. This priceless. I can't do it behind bars.
Yeah. I knew I had to talk to you though. Like I met Armony at a pop-up shop. You was 2 hours late.
Eagle being fault.
You was late, but your homeboy, Lorenzo, he was holding it down. But when you came in, like, you demanded attention. You didn't even have to say nothing, but people's eyes automatically went to like, okay, wait, who is this? Well, my eyes did. I don't know if everybody else did, but my eyes did that. Because I knew I had to meet you. Like, you came in, but you were smiling. You was like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. You set up. Your sister was there helping you. You know, and I loved your energy, your vibe, everything about you. I was like, I have to talk to him.
Appreciate it.
I don't know this man, but I'm about to get to know this man. We about to be friends. And then you had on your own designs, head to toe. So
8 Vision. That's one of my designs. 8 Vision, man. Yeah.
So, I got a question for you. Did you see where Plies took out his goals?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You think you would do something like that?
I did really when I came home.
Oh, so you had a full?
Yeah, I had full with diamonds in them, and I took them out, and I had like 4 at the top, 5 at the top, and 5 at the bottom. I took 3 of them out. I just took 3 of them out at the top. I just wanted a different look. I went to the dentist and got these put back in.
So when you go to prison, they don't make you take them out?
Now mine was permanent.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, so you got some you just snatch up, put in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't want that. I want all mine permanent.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, let me Google you. I probably should have did that first.
Yeah.
Who was Armony Harris?
Yeah. Big dog, the one and only. Big pressure. Big pressure.
And I love your videos that you be making on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because you actually let people get to know you.
Yeah.
And you just, because you can look intimidated to some people. You know.
Yeah. But I
Mouth
ain't.
full of goals, bald head, goatee.
Yeah, just like my daddy.
But you so sweet though. So I love that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Anything else that you want people to know about you and your businesses and all of that?
Man, I want y'all to know that I'm not stopping.
Mm-hmm.
All in Apparel, man, I'm breaking heat. I'm talking about heat, man. Like, real designer, man. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there making clothes, printing clothes, doing what they're doing, but they ain't putting their heart and soul into it like I am. You know what I'm saying? Because anything walk up out of this store, you can guarantee it's right. I'm not gonna let it go out of here if it ain't right. And I got so much passion for this that I really have went all in. Everything in this shop is paid for. I did it. From working at Eagle Bend, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week sometimes. One of my supervisors tried me. He said, man, you can't work 84 hours. I said, what? I said, that's 12. I said, 7-12. I said, man, Kobe hit 84 in the game, didn't he? I said, I'm the GOAT. I did it. And ever since I did 7-12, I ain't looked back. You know what I mean? And then what they pay, man, listen. I don't know no other job that you can get to pay like Eagle Bend. I'm just being straight up. I ain't trying to advertise for Eagle Bend, none of that.
All right.
But
shit, you had me ready to leave my job and go.
I'm talking about, I don't know no other job that pay you like they do at Eagle Bend. And that's facts, man. We get paid every Thursday, and our check look like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That pressure, big pressure.
Big pressure. Yeah, you gotta put the work in, man. But man, it was a blessing. I look at it as a blessing, man. I told my old supervisor, Travis, his name Travis. He looked at me, he asked me a question, why should I give you a job? I mean, they got my record right there in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I tell you this, man. If you give me this job, I ain't gonna let you down. I said, you can hold me to my word. And I said, I'm gonna give you my all every day I walk in here. And that's what I've been doing since I've been there. Anybody know me at Eagle Bend or who work with me at Eagle Bend, they gonna tell you, he go hard every day. Cause I look at it as a blessing because I just got a GED. I'm a felon, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't breaking no more crime. You know what I'm saying? I ain't breaking no law. So I don't like to call myself
upstanding citizen.
Yeah, I don't like calling myself a felon because people look at you different. You know what I mean? But I am a felon, but they gave me a chance. It was a blessing for them to let me in that building, man. Like, you don't get no opportunity like that coming being a felon. And I told him, man, listen, you give me a chance, I'm gonna show you, man, through my actions that I appreciate it. And I've been there 5.5 years now.
Wow. A true man of your word.
Yeah, I've been there 5.5 years now. I got out January 16, 2016. And I got that job 2 weeks after I got out. I've been there ever since.
Oh, you wasn't playing?
Nah.
You know, most people sit around, they be like, oh shit, the world done changed because you went in 2016, so by the time you got home.
Yeah.
No, you got out in 2016.
Yeah.
So 13 years prior to that.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole world changed.
Yeah. But I had made my mind up before I came home, though, that I wasn't going back to the streets.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got out that next week, I was looking for a job. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't come home with all that. You know what I mean? I ain't getting no handout. Nobody. And I state this, nobody, not one person came and said, here, bruh, gave me no racks. Nobody. That's facts. I'm talking about nobody. Nobody came and gave me no racks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't helped a whole lot of people. I ain't mad at nobody, though. You know what I mean? No hard feelings. You know what I mean? But I couldn't go back, man. I remember where I came from. Like that right there, that's a real tattoo. That's 13.5 years on there. That's a towel on that fed yard, man. That's what it looked like on that yard. And right there's a broken glass. But all them years lost. I ain't trying to fill it up no more.
Shit, yeah.
You feel me?
Did you meet any like famous people? Cause you was in.
They had me behind the wall with Big Meech. Yeah, in Atlanta. They had me behind the wall with him, man, because they had me high profile like him. I mean, there's a lot going on, but they had me high profile, so they had me behind the wall with Big Meech. And, oh, man, shout out to the big boss, man. Miguel Rodriguez, Cali Cartel boss. He certified me in there. Real talk. I didn't know this man did paperwork check on me, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man, listen.
He wasn't playing with you.
Nah, man, this man a billionaire. You can look him up. They got a story on Gangland, all that on him. Miguel Rodriguez, the Cali Cartel boss. He can't even speak English. But one day I was outside working out, came back in. One of his people had put a piece on my table. They didn't know, but I went out because I don't eat pork. I ain't no Muslim, but I don't eat pork. I choose not to eat pork. So I went in my room. Cause I ain't had no monkey for a long time. I ain't. That's another story. But I ain't allowed people in my cell. But anyway, Facts. But it was a big pizza on my counter. It was full of pork. I went out. I opened my door, man. Went out. So the Colombian dude come over there. What's the problem? I said, man, who put this pizza on my table? He was like, Miguel, he want to bless you. I said, Miguel? He said, yes, he want to bless you. I said, man, listen here, man. You know they say you don't supposed to not accept nothing from a
You don't look a gifted horse in the mouth.
Right. But I was like, I can't. They were like, just get it where you ain't got. You're like, no. I'm explaining to him why I don't eat this because he did it for me. He ain't had to make me no pizza. But they were like, they look like it's a slap in the face if somebody present him like they. I guess because they coach or whatever. So I was like, nah, man, I'm not giving it away. So I told him, come with me, because he don't speak English. So dude went to, I said, look, Miguel, no disrespect. I said, but I don't eat pork. He was like, he started talking that, da-da-da-da-da. He said, 1 minute. He's sorry, 1 minute. I'm like, I tell him he good. So I go back. I don't know what they on. So my homies, we on point. We don't know, you know what I mean? They already told me not to give it back. Man, I promise, this on my brother, man, long live showing up, man. This on his soul. Man, that man had dude make me a whole nother piece of, man, they was about that thick number, beef, cheese, extra cheese, and gave me a soda. This for you. I said, glasses, man, appreciate that, man. And from that day forward, I was stamped. But then he told me why. He said, Miguel like you. I said, why? He said, everybody that he fool with, he have his lawyer do a paperwork check on you. He said, you not hot. He said, you a stand-up man. He respect you. I promise, man. I promise. They're right there. If don't nobody ever stamp me again in life, that stamp me, man.
Just to know that your word and your bond, and you just stand it 10 toes down.
Period. I promise you, that's facts. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's fact, man. If anybody in Edgeville, South Carolina, they know I'm telling the truth.
You've been all over.
Oh yeah, that's where I started. I was in Atlanta. They put me in a holo from Atlanta. Then I was going to Manchester, but the person that had told on me had signed a paper, so they had me in a hole at Manchester to move me because they wanted to let us on the yard together. Then I went to Edgeville, South Carolina. From Edgeville, South Carolina, I went to Berlin, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with you being out for 5 years, do you plan on traveling? Like,
Yeah.
do you want to like go all over,
Yeah.
leave the country?
Yeah, I mean, the 9th I supposed to have been done, you know what I mean, with these papers, but I'm waiting on this little mail to come. Cali, I'm on my way, baby. No cap. Now I got a meeting in San Diego though with this businessman up there with a store in San Diego, California. Yeah, he want me to come and holler at him about my clothing line, man. He want to do business with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I told him.
Big.
Yeah, so I told him I gotta wait on some paper coming in the mail. As soon as I get that paper, I will be on the plane.
Look, out of here.
Pressure.
Big pressure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Armony. We will definitely have to do a part 2 because you everything. You know what I'm saying? You so knowledgeable. You a businessman. You an honest man.
Yes.
You know, and I love that. So, thank you for coming on and sharing just a piece of your story with us. You want to give any last shout outs or?
Man, shout out to Big Pressure, man. You dig? All in Apparel, man. Y'all get at me, man. Official.allinapparel.com. My Facebook, Armony Harris, man. Hey, the one and only, man. I'm telling you, man, listen. I'm bringing pressure. Every time I drop, it's pressure. I'm talking about, I know I ain't Gucci or Louis, but just know they had to start from somewhere.
Right.
And I'm starting from the ground, but I ain't walking, I'm running. Cause I'm at y'all neck, man. I'm bringing, that's why I call myself Big Pressure now. Cause I'm putting pressure on anybody that's called themselves a designer. Listen, I'm coming. I'm putting pressure on y'all. All this little words and no. It's beyond it. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm bringing pressure. There ain't no hate, none of they just, I love the lane that I'm in right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna give people something simple. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to elevate every time I do something. I'm trying to come with something different every time. When I get a thought in my head or I dream about something, I jump up, either record myself what I thought about, or record myself with what I want to say. And the next day when I get up, I listen to it. Or I say, okay. Then I holler at my designer. Listen, man, I need you to, man, I got a shirt. It's no cap. I got a shirt that I've been trying for like 3 years to get somebody to draw. I had like 3-4 people try to draw it, but it wasn't right. Mm-hmm. I met this dude, I promise you. I met this dude, and I just told him my vision. I really had this vision. And I told this dude about that vision I had. Man, this dude brought it to life. I promise you, he brought it to life, man. Y'all gonna see it real soon, man. I posted two of the shirts today on my Facebook, but I got a jersey coming out that resemble the 2 shirts, but it go deeper than the shirt that I just put out today. But yeah, I'm really trying to take off in this game, man. I just want the world to know, man. Remember me. Remember me. Listen. All in Apparel. Listen. We going global, and I ain't stopping. I got too many lines to name them all, but just know I'm gonna have 20 more lines. As long as you put one on, it's a blessing.
I can't wait to wear mine.
You did.
You can put all your links and stuff so they can link with you, they can buy your stuff, they can come visit your store. And I just pray, much success to you, big bro.
I appreciate it.
All that good stuff. Thank you to my breadwinners. Keep watching, like, and subscribing. Peace.
You did.